So I look at things a little bit differently. The EV thing is coming, right? But I think it's geographic. So like in California, it's obviously more of an issue than it is in Florida and in certain, it's different areas. But
good point.
I do think that across the board, the number one issue, and everybody wants to try to figure out some secret sauce or Road to El Dorado or Ponce de Leon's fountain of youth, but the simplest thing is the hardest thing is to roll your sleeves up and remove the friction from the process. We know all the things that cause the friction, not preparing the BDC reps with the right information to answer the questions correctly and build a knowledge base and not stopping to do that with the check-in process and having to get information. I had and they're, nowhere near what I'm about to say now. And I think, Russell, you were at that meeting, but I had a digital transformation VP for, I think, Honeywell or something, comes in for service. And every time he came in for service, he said for 18 months in a row, every 6 months, he bought another car. He goes, every single time you guys come over, ask me what my car is worth. I'm like, I don't want to. Are you sure? Here, we just appraised it. It's like, what? He goes, and I just keep trading. He goes, and I trade pretty much, in the time it takes to get the oil changed. And he said, I could buy a car here in 37 minutes, 45 minutes. He said, you got all my stuff in the system. And we spent years, obviously, to get it to that point.
Yeah, because that's not the norm. Yeah.
No, and there's everything has to go in concert, but they have to be a previous customer in order to do that. But they still do it in maybe an hour and 10 minutes. But he said, he goes, I can't get my oil changed that quickly here. He goes, ever. He said it takes an hour and a half. He goes, it's like there's a digital Berlin Wall. He goes, I schedule my appointment online, and then I come in, but it's in since the car's in my wife's name, they can't look it up. My car sits out there for 20 minutes while they're trying to figure out whose car it is, and all the other things that go along with that. So storyboard it out, and that's the one. That's the thing that nobody wants to do, is sit down with a customer like that and really listen to them. And I remember whenever they saw me with a customer, they go, "Oh my God, who let him get to a customer?" Right, because they know what's going to happen, right? So I'm sitting there, I'm going, so then what happened? Then what happened? And upset customers more than happy to tell you in graphic detail every single step. I'm doing a legal pad, and then of course I'm going to bring the whole management team in. Hey,
Hello, everybody. Here's a quick word for you all. We know electric vehicles are increasing around the nation, actually around the world. The question we ask ourselves is, are we to fear the EV adoption and what it'll do to fixed operations? So we decided not to speculate, but to gather real data to see how electric vehicles will affect and change fixed operations in the future. Our service department is going to remain the profit center in the future. Find out at NADA 2023 in our workshop how electric vehicles will change fixed operations. We look forward to seeing you there.